Steered to.
Wait for it, wait for it, wait for it.
Fizzer, Johnson's men of metal.
So I'm introducing to you Fizzer Johnson's Men of Metal, British infantry in Shako, the sort of guys that you'd expect to see in the Peninsular War or in North America in the 1812 campaign and various other places besides. Even at Waterloo they were wearing the stovepipe Shako. This is your standard infantry for any British army. Obviously later on they wore the Belgic Shako, which we have in the range as well. But I wanted to just introduce these fellas to you because we've got a lot of variation to offer. So as we look at them, there are 12 figures, 3 groups of 4. The fellas in the middle are wearing your standard get-up as they would come marching out of the barracks to go to war. To the right of them is a group of 4 figures who are looking a little bit more like they've been on campaign. You'll notice down here there's a fella with a patch, and he's obviously picked up some booty along the way because he's got a bag of something he shouldn't have on the side of his backpack there. And then to the left of them is a group of 4 who we describe as dishevelled. So you can see holes in their trousers, patches on their elbows, and lots of extra equipment on their back. I'm just going to spin these guys around so you can see there, plenty of extra equipment there. There's a nice patch on this fella's elbow here and some extra kit on this guy's back and so on. So you get the picture. So we've got 3 different types of standard British infantry in Shako. Now, you can either buy the type you like and have the whole unit full of men in pristine uniform or slightly campaign weary or totally dishevelled, or you can mix and match them within the unit because they look fine. Perhaps some of the fellas have been to the stores and got their equipment changed and the uniform changed. Or if you want to, like as I do, you can keep them in separate units, as I said before, and perhaps use one unit to represent your veterans and another to represent your raw recruits. So coming in to have a closer look at the Fizzer Johnson figures, please bear in mind these are 18mm. So what you're looking at is a range that have been designed to fit in with the best of the 15mm and 18mm ranges that are already out there. Probably like you that are watching it, I've got a vast army of figures from other manufacturers, and I won't be getting rid of those anytime soon. They're my pride and joy. So I wanted to make sure that my figures fit in with the very best of the rest, and that's what we've tried to achieve. As you look at the detail on them, you'll notice that there's some horizontal white stripes where the buttons go to do up the tunics on the red coats. What we've tried to do is make sure that that sort of detail, the straps, the detail on the cuffs, and those buttons on the horizontal white stripes that I was talking to you about, we've asked our sculptors that we work with to make sure that that is sculpted as a part of the figure rather than painted on afterwards. So we've tried to make our lives and hopefully yours as easy as possible when it comes to picking out the detail, using whatever method you like, dry brush or whatever, to get these figures working and looking good. So here we have a shot of a full set of poses for the British infantry in Shako. You can see we've got a couple of officer poses, 2 ensigns, a drummer and a sergeant. Notice the sergeant stripes on his arm have been picked out by the sculptor, so you can dry brush those on. We've got 4 poses of centre company and 4 poses of the flank company. And we've also got a set for your skirmishers or firing line, if that's the way you wanted to arrange them on the tabletop. And as I said before, we've got all of these line infantrymen, both flank company and the centre company, available in the campaign look with rolled up trousers and extra equipment, and also the patches and so on, and also the dishevelled look, which are these which are available in both flank and centre company as well. And they've got frayed trousers and holes in their clothing and patches and lots of extra equipment too. And finally, this is pretty much a representative set of all of the figures, starting with the two poses of officer here and here, the two ensigns, a lovely drummer there. I wish I'd painted him, afraid it wasn't me. And we've also got a sergeant with those stripes I was talking about, and a representation of the flank companies, or I think these guys are actually centre company. These are in the full dress uniform. You've already seen painted versions of the campaign look and also the dishevelled look. And that is my British infantry in stovepipe Shako.
All right, simmer down.